What if Naruto became Hokage long before anyone expected? Right after the death of the third Hokage, with the village destroyed and shinobi exhausted, the council made a decision that changed history. A 13-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, a genin with no experience, was suddenly chosen as the fifth Hokage of the Hidden Leaf. Would Konoha collapse, or would Naruto force everyone to rise earlier than destiny planned? This is the timeline where Naruto became the fifth Hokage before even becoming a Chunin. The third Hokage is dead. Orochimaru has fled. The village is half ruined. People are injured, supplies are low, and the political situation is unstable. The council gathers inside the dark meeting chamber. Homura, Koharu, and Danzo sit with Kakashi, who is injured and exhausted. They discuss Tsunade. They discuss Jiraiya. They discuss Kakashi himself. Tsunade cannot be found. Jiraiya refuses the position. Kakashi is physically and mentally unfit after the invasion. The village cannot wait months for a new leader. Danzo says something unbelievable. If they cannot find Tsunade and Jiraiya refuses, they should select a symbol instead of a powerhouse. Someone the people will look at and feel hope, while the elders handle the real political power. Danzo says they should choose Naruto Uzumaki, a boy with no parents, the child who carries the 9 tails, a boy desperate to be acknowledged, a perfect puppet in Danzo's eyes. Kakashi hates the idea. Jiraiya is shocked. The elders are desperate, and desperate people make desperate choices. Naruto is called into the Hokage office. He thinks he is being scolded for yelling in public after the invasion. Instead, he is told that he has been selected as the 5th Hokage. He laughs at first, because it sounds like a prank. Then he sees the seriousness on Kakashi's face. He sees Jiraiya looking at him silently, and he realizes, this is not a joke. They want him to lead the village. Naruto freezes. Every dream he ever shouted on the street suddenly feels heavy. He remembers the third Hokage. He remembers the destruction he witnessed during the invasion. Naruto asks a simple question. Can he really sit in the chair of the man who died, protecting everyone? Kakashi does not answer. Jiraiya waits. Naruto says that if he becomes Hokage, he will protect everyone no matter how hard it is. The elders hear obedience. Kakashi and Jiraiya hear sincerity. The choice is made. The next day, the entire village gathers to hear the announcement. Naruto stands on the platform with the Hokage cape that looks too big for him. The villagers whisper, "The demon child became Hokage." Is this a joke? Is the council insane? Naruto feels all those stares. Every cold look from his childhood returns for a second. He steps forward and speaks. He says that they all know who he is. They know what lives inside him. He says he is the kid who failed the academy 3 times and the brat who painted the Hokage faces. But he is also the one who never ran away from anything. He says he will be the Hokage who protects everyone, even those who do not believe in him. It is not professional. It is not diplomatic. But it is honest. Some people laugh. Some shake their heads. But a few people look at Naruto and see something familiar. The same stubborn fire that once burned inside the 4th Hokage. Behind the scenes, Danzo begins manipulating everything. He takes control of mission reports, budget distribution, and ANBU decisions. His plan is to let Naruto smile for the public while the elders run the village from the shadows. But Naruto ruins that plan immediately. He barges into meetings uninvited. He asks questions that no one expects from a child. Why are missions assigned unfairly? Why are orphans being neglected? Why are the Uchiha files locked? Why do the elders hide things from the shinobi? Danzo starts to see Naruto not as a puppet, but as a threat. Kakashi secretly smiles, because Naruto is exactly what the village needs. Naruto refuses to stop going on missions. He says that a Hokage must fight alongside his comrades to understand them. The council loses their minds. Kakashi tries to stop him, but Naruto continues anyway. Team 7 now has a Hokage on its squad. This changes everything. During the Land of Waves arc, Zabuza and Haku now face not just a Genin team, but the 5th Hokage. Naruto protects Tazuna not out of duty, but because a Hokage protects the weak, regardless of their status. Sasuke watches Naruto receive respect and responsibility that he thinks should be his. Jealousy grows. His obsession with strength intensifies. Sakura sees Naruto in a new light. She realizes he always meant what he said about wanting to be Hokage. Akatsuki receives the news that the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki has become Hokage. Their plans accelerate. Instead of waiting for Naruto to leave Konoha or grow older, they send Itachi and Kisame earlier. They arrive in Konoha, expecting a child who is unprepared. Instead, they find a Hokage with ANBU around him and Jiraiya nearby. Naruto senses their presence. Kurama warns him about their chakra. Naruto steps onto the roof of the Hokage building and calls their names out directly. He declares that if they came for the 9 tails, they will have to fight the Hokage. For the first time, the entire village sees Naruto act like a real leader. Being Hokage changes Naruto in ways training never could. He cannot focus only on himself anymore. Every hour he spends learning Rasengan is an hour he is not rebuilding the academy or inspecting damaged areas. He visits orphanages to understand how the children live. He meets families who lost someone in the invasion. He feels responsibility in a way that pushes him to mature too quickly. Naruto starts studying sealing arts earlier. He trains with Jiraiya more seriously. He learns to confront Kurama's hatred sooner because he cannot afford to lose control. He becomes a mixture of the loud, determined kid he was and the responsible leader he must become. At first, the village sees Naruto as a desperate choice, but slowly things change. He rebuilds public structures faster. He improves treatment of clanless children. He stops missions that risk the lives of young genin. He works with shinobi instead of ruling from above. The turning point happens when Naruto says something in front of the villagers. He says that he knows the village hated him. He knows who he was. But he will protect them regardless, because he will never abandon the Leaf Village. The villagers finally start to understand him. They see a leader who was once the most isolated child in Konoha, yet chooses to protect the people who hurt him. Naruto does not become just the 5th Hokage. He becomes the symbol of forgiveness and strength that Konoha did not expect. This timeline changes everything. Sasuke's jealousy grows faster. Akatsuki targets Konoha earlier. Danzo becomes more dangerous. The shinobi world respects, but fears the idea of a child Hokage, who carries the 9 tails. If you want a continuation of Hokage Naruto facing Itachi and Kisame, or how this affects Sasuke's defection, I can create episode 5 as the next part.